What is going on, everybody? Yo, what is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday evening. I hope if you were in the Northeast, you shoveled your ass out of all that snow and you ready to rock and roll tonight. Appreciate you all being here, man. I haven't done one of these hangouts in a long time. Obviously busy. The Lakers please seem like they play every other day. And, I'm tired at night when I don't stream. I like to get some sleep now and again. And, sometimes I record videos. I got to record a video tonight about the Lakers trade I was talking about, the trade I think that the Lakers need to make. Or I think that'll help the Lakers. So, it's all good. What's going on? My man Punk comes in the house, Mexican Giant, King FN, Zach, Landon, Joseph Quiros, what's going on? Mulanga Kinshasa. See a lot of my Laker people in here, which I'm very happy. Thank you guys for being there. Appreciate it. Dire Giants fan, Lake Nona, Andrew Botempo, Dominic Pope, sports player, Santos, Jared Williams, Evan Spitzberg, Giants fan, what's going on? That's tough, what's going on? Yes, the mansion is back. Lakers and Nuggets on Thursday. That should be a really good one. It's tough, man. I enjoyed making all that Giants content this year and doing all the Giants games. I can't wait till there's stuff to talk about, man. It's just hard to do Giants stuff, man. We can talk about the draft. We can talk about a lot. And that's kind of what I wanted to do this for tonight because, we can talk about the Giants. We can talk about the Lakers. We can talk about fitness. We can talk about food. We can talk about beer. We can talk about dating advice. I don't give a damn. I just wanted to hang out with the best chat on YouTube and actually get to talk with you guys and girls since, during a Laker game, I really don't get the chance to because, it's a fast-paced game. I don't get to look at the chat that much. And fortunately for me, there's usually 2,000 or 3,000 people in there. So it's a little bit more intimate setting where we can just talk about whatever. What's going on, Adam, Nick the Wick, Juan S.Q. Johnson, Gucci Lopez, Afghanistan, Henny God. What's going on, man? Kalen Dragon, Deadeye, Richard Thomas. Robert, thanks so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Brother, Brilly, great Eagle fan right there. Says, what up, Bad Dog? One of the best rep in Big Blue Nation. Question, what's your top 5 Super Bowls that I've seen? Well, let's see. 21, 25, 42, 46. There's 4 of them. If you're talking about really good games, obviously Super Bowl 21 wasn't a good game. The Giants blew them out. But definitely 25, 42, and 46 were fantastic Super Bowls. Those are 3 of the best that I've ever seen. Super Bowl 23, the 49ers and the Bengals, that was a really good Super Bowl. And then I would have to say Super Bowl 43, Pittsburgh and Arizona. That was a fantastic one, too, as was the Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Falcons. So that might be honorable mention, but I would say, in no particular order, 23, 25, 42, 46, and 43. I think those are the top 5 Super Bowls that I've ever seen. Nick DeWick, what's going on? Thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. First things first, happy birthday, Afghanistan. I know it was your birthday today, brother. Happy birthday to one of my best, one of my longest running subscribers right there, a guy that is in every stream I do, a guy that supports my channel all the time, always comments, always watches the videos, and I appreciate it. As I say, the Lakers stream guys, the best thing you can do, you want to support my channel and help me out, is always hit the like button, always watch the videos, and if there's an ad, watch the ad, unless it's like a 5-minute ad, but if it's a 15-second ad, watch the whole ad. I mean, I don't make you do that. I obviously give you the option to skip the ads within 5 seconds. But, if it's a 30-second ad, well, it helps me, trust me. Sharing the channel, word of mouth, spreading the channel around, letting people know about it, that definitely helps. All that stuff helps, and all that stuff is free. So, but Afghanistan's always here, and I appreciate it. So happy birthday to you, sir. Jack Kennedy, Coop, Dylan Renner, Alex Sports, Jimmy Vigi, Will K, what's going on? Benjamin, what's going on, my man? Damian Ramey, yes, happy birthday. Bad Dog fan page is in the house. He says Bad Dog is the GOAT. How can I be the GOAT when you're the GOAT? It's weird when I come on live now, not streaming a Laker game. It's weird. Then I'd be sitting there going, oh, LeBron, two-handed, boom, shotgun. I'm not used to it. Pistol Pete, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining this. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for joining the stream. Brilly. Am I sick? I'm sick in the head. Definitely not sick. Out of bounds production. No, I feel fantastic. I never felt better in my life. Pistol Pete says, I don't get how some fans want to sell for Watson. Well, all right, let's talk about this. So I did the video today on Deshaun Watson. He's my favorite player in the NFL. Obviously, if he was the New York Giants quarterback right now, we probably would have won 9 or 10 games. We still wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl, in my opinion. We're still too many players short of doing that, even with Deshaun Watson. Pistol Pete, people say I'm a Danny Dimes hater. I hate Daniel Jones because I'm critical of Daniel Jones. And as Online Big Blue Entertainment said, and he said it best. He said, I'm not a Daniel Jones hater. I'm not a Daniel Jones lover. I'm a Daniel Jones realist, which is what I consider myself to be. I consider myself to be a Daniel Jones realist. I'm real when he's good. I'm real when he's bad. I try to be as honest as I can about what I see. I would love Deshaun Watson to be here, but the fact of the matter is the Giants have to give up way too much, and we're not one quarterback away from winning the Super Bowl. You cannot mortgage your future when there's no, when you haven't had a past even. You can't do that. The Giants aren't ready to win now, so I don't get why they do either. I just think people want to get rid of Daniel Jones. Deshaun Watson's an electric player, but at the same time, you're going to have to give up Saquon Barkley. You're going to have to give up 3 number 1 picks, and when you're 6 and 10, 5. When you're picking top 6 every year, and we're picking top 11 this year, but when you haven't won more than 6 games since 2016, it does not make sense to give up 3 first-round draft picks. You're not a good team at that point. You need to continue to build through the draft, and our cap space is limited. You cannot take on a guy that makes $45 million a year. So I agree with you. As much as I love Deshaun Watson, I don't know. I mean, I do know why, but to me, I just don't agree with it. I don't think you could take that on, and I think the Jets are in the same boat, although their cap situation's better. It'd make no sense for the Jets. The Jets are a terrible team. They won 2 games last year. You can blame Gase. You can blame injury. You can try to blame whatever you want. The fact of the matter is they haven't been good in years either. Why would they give up all those picks when they have no talent around Deshaun Watson already? You're going to bring him in. He's going to be in the same situation he was in with the Texans. Sure, he may win you a few extra games. The Jets may go 6 and 10. They may go 7 and 9. But the fact of the matter is they're not going to win a Super Bowl with Deshaun Watson because they're not going to have the draft capital to build around him. So it doesn't make sense. Miami's a good fit for Deshaun Watson. San Francisco's a good fit for Deshaun Watson. At the end of the day, I have a feeling Deshaun Watson's going to stay put in Houston. I really do, especially when you see what the Rams gave up to get Matt Stafford. Deshaun Watson's going to command lot. But yeah, I wouldn't do a punk him. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Lucas Ulrich, what's going on? NCAA football is back. I saw that. NCAA 21. Now, I haven't played that. I haven't really played Xbox since like 2007. So I have NCAA 2007 and 2008 for Xbox 360, but I haven't played it really since then. Baruch, what's going on? Nick Taranzi, you think you guys are being here? You must have shoveled like 6 times. Yes. We did not get hit. We got about 4 inches of snow. I swept it out of my driveway. 4 inches is nothing. 4 inches up here is like a sneeze. I loved it. I went out there. I mean, it didn't start snowing here till like 6:30. It barely snowed. It snowed on and off. It snowed a little bit more overnight. 4 inches. I know down there in the city in Long Island and New Jersey, they got like 2 feet. Now, my heart bleeds for you. We got 3 feet earlier in the year. I know how it goes. Better you than me, I guess. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram down there. Look at it, I figured it out. I knew how to do that, but I never thought to do it before. But you guys follow me. Follow me on Instagram. It's right there at Bad Dog Sports. Most of you in here probably do follow me, but in case you haven't, please make sure that you do so I can follow you back when we get to 3,000 followers. Robert, you the man. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly. I really appreciate it. Yo, Bad Dog, what do you think my birds are going to do with Wentz? Be safe out there. Yeah, Robert, not bad. Like I said, not bad up here in upstate New York for once. New York City and the southern areas of New York and northern New Jersey got hit a lot harder than we do. Normally, it's the opposite. Normally, the city will get 2 or 3 inches and we'll get the 2 feet just because it's usually warmer down there and it doesn't always stick like it does up here. But I think you have to keep Wentz. I don't think Philadelphia is going to get rid of Wentz. I think the cap hit's way too much for them to take it on, and who's going to be your quarterback? You're not going to go forward with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is definitely not – Jalen Hurts is not a – he's not a starter in the NFL. He's just not. You can ask my man Oni Kuno. Listen, Oni Kuno is a Sooner fan. He's a Cowboy fan, so take it with a grain of salt, I guess, like me being a Giant fan. But he'll tell you, this guy follows the Sooners a lot longer than I have. Jalen Hurts is not as talented as Baker Mayfield. He's not as talented as Kyler Murray. He's not even as talented as Spencer Rattler, who's the quarterback now. And he didn't think – I think he said he wasn't as talented as Landry Jones. Jalen Hurts can run. He's not a passer. He's a nice gimmick quarterback. He's a nice backup quarterback. But I don't think that he's your answer. I think Carson Wentz needs to be fixed. He missed Frank Reich. There's no doubt about that. I can't see them trading Carson Wentz. I just don't think it makes sense. You're not going to get a lot for him. Because right now he's at like at his lowest stock value. You'd be selling him extremely low. His contract is huge. He's been known to have injury problems, and he hasn't played well. Stafford has played well. He's just on a bad team. Carson Wentz, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. I don't think the Eagles are going to deal him. I don't think they can deal him. Now, there's talk about the Eagles drafting Kyle Pitts if they wanted to try to ship Zach Ertz out, get maybe a third-round pick. I can see that happening. Yes, I saw Eagle fans talking about it last year because, Robert, not you, but people in Philly 500 streams, they're delusional. They're mental, man. Some of these Eagle fans have no idea about the cap. They have no idea about trade value. They're saying, oh, let's trade Ertz for a top 10 pick. Are you not happy? Legitimately, maybe a late second for Zach Ertz, maybe a third and a fifth. I think that's conceivable, but you're not going to get much more than that for him. Maybe him. Maybe he's available. Because I do see some mock drafts that actually have Kyle Pitts going to the Eagles. I'm all about the Giants drafting Kyle Pitts. Independent Outsider, thank you for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that, brother. Really, my man. Two things from Long Island. Really becoming a Pitts believer fast. There you go. I didn't even read that. How about that? Any pain management advice for a 53-year-old snow shoveling postal worker called out? I don't blame him for calling out. If you're a 53-year-old postal worker and you've been doing it for that long, I don't blame you. Any advice? Your back hurt? My back hurts. Pain management, ice bath? Honestly, independent outsider, ice and heat. Like when I pull muscles on my back, and I do have a tendency to strain my lower back. It's just part of working out. It's part of shoveling. It's part of being in my middle 40s. I ice it with an ice pack to kind of constrict it, take down the inflammation, and then I heat it up. I use a heating pack to loosen up the muscles a little bit. And ibuprofen. Ibuprofen works wonders. That's my best advice for that. Or if you're also in the Lakers streams all the time, you can always go get some icy hot. Shaquille O'Neal loves his icy hot. So you can always do that too. Asia, my lady, what is going on? And Brilly, my lady. Always good to see Asia in the chat. Why did I get that shadow there? I hate that. She says, Bad Dog, what's up, you loon? Pray for me, Bad Dog. I just lost my cat last week. Every day is hard for me. Asia, sorry to hear about that. I know when people lose their pets, it sucks. They're part of the family. I myself have lost quite a few animals in my day. I'm more of a cat person than a dog person. I feel like dogs are a little bit too needy. I have a wife for that. No, just kidding. I do. I feel dogs are too needy. They got to be walked. You got to take them outside. They want to always be on top of you. That's really not my deal. I don't like that. Cats kind of just do their own thing. They come to you when they want attention, and it's very rare. You use a litter box. You clean it out. You can let them outside. They can take care of themselves for the most part. The biggest thing that happened to me, Asia, with my cat, Oliver. I loved Oliver. Oliver was the man. Oliver was a big, fat cat, big, fat, fluffy cat. I loved him. Striped cat. When my wife and I went on our honeymoon, he was an outdoors cat. We let him outside. But my sister or somebody let him out, because I told him, go let the cat out. He got hit by a car and, he got killed when we were on our honeymoon. So I came back from our honeymoon. I had to bury my cat. Kind of sucked. So I understand. It's not fun when you lose an animal. It sucks. So sorry to hear that, Asia. Icy Hot Shack is back. Yes, indeed. Epic Journey, would you love me? Should be there. Who don't love a big fat cat? Who don't love it? Yo, Gangrene Dave, what's going on, buddy? Always good to see him. Hope you enjoyed shoveling out down there in the city. Better you than me, like I said. I got to deal with that every year, so it sucks. Yeah, I was a big fat cat. I remember years and years ago, this had to be, I've been married for going on 14 years. So we're probably talking 16, 17 years ago. My wife and I weren't married yet. And I had Oliver. And I went into a convenience store up here. We have Stewart's. They make their own ice cream. It's a little convenience store. Anybody in upstate New York knows about Stewart's. They make great ice cream. Like I said, it's a little convenience store. But they had scratch-offs. I remember going in there one day, and there was a scratch-off called Fat Cat. I remember going in there talking in an Australian accent. I went in there, and I told the girl, I said, hey, I'll see that you got some fat cats over there. So why don't you give me a fat cat? I got me a fat cat at him, and I'd like him. So I'd like a nice fat cat scratch off there, if you didn't mind. And she goes, oh, my God, I love your accent. Where are you from? And I just stopped the accent and said, New York. And she's like, oh, you had me going. I want $50 for that scratch off. Just saying. That was awesome. Justina, what's going on, my lady? Thank you for joining this stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, it sucks, Joe. Sucks. That was a long time ago, but I never forgot Ollie. And then I got another cat. His name was Boots, because he was a dark striped cat, but he had white paws. And we got him from a shelter, and they told me you got to keep him inside. Well, I kept him inside for like 4 years, right? He destroyed things. He'd jump on a TV, knock stuff off my bar. He broke glass. The cats need to be outside. Cats are outdoor animals. Let him outside once. Came back. Let him outside. He came back. I did that for like 2 weeks. One day I let him outside. He never came back. So I don't know if somebody took him in. I don't know if something happened to him. I never found out what happened to Boots. That was the last animal I owned. Then I had my son, and I'm never going to have another animal again. I got my kid. That's enough to take care of. Yes. Yeah, you got a ton of snow down there? I understand. Puss in Boots, yes. Kind of. Your house cat's good? Yeah, he was destructive, Zach. Mine was very destructive. No, Carlson, tomorrow. The Laker video is going to be up tomorrow. The Giants video is going up today. The Laker video will be up tomorrow. The Laker video will be up tomorrow about the trade thing. Tomorrow about 10:30. I always upload them at 10:30 in the morning in New York. So that's 11:30 p.m. in the Philippines. Just check my channel. If you're across the pond or whatever, just check it the next day. But yeah, that's going to be up tomorrow. I've already recorded it. I just have to edit it and then schedule it. But I've already recorded that. So that'll be up tomorrow. Dominic, thanks for dropping the link to my Twitter and my Instagram. Of course, Instagram's right down there, but you guys can follow me there. I will follow you back. Who's the most current underrated Giants player? Good question. I don't really have any I would say Sterling Shepard. A lot of people don't even like Sterling Shepard. They talk about how bad Sterling Shepard is. Sterling Shepard's a top 25 receiver in the league. So I think it'd be Sterling Shepard. Do I do sprints? No, not really, Davin. Not anymore. I was a sprinter in high school, but I'm old now. I don't sprint the way I used to. That's for sure. I jogged. That's how I got rid of that's how I lost all my weight during COVID, as I really cut my diet down huge. And because the gym is closed, I ran and walked like 3 to 6 miles a day. And my diet was pretty much 1,300 to 1,600 calories a day. So I shot a lot of fat off my body. I think I've told this story before, and I always laugh because I'm like, this tells you how much my wife pays attention to me after being with me for 21 years. We go to my mother-in-law's house in the end of May to go swimming. I go swimming. I take my shirt off and wear a bathing suit. My wife says, she looks at me, she goes, since when do you have a six-pack? What are you talking about? You see me all the time. I said, obviously, she don't notice, but there's a big difference. I dropped a lot of weight from, like I said, cardio, did jogging and running, but I never really sprint. I would sprint at the end of my run. I would run as fast as I could down my street, which is probably a good, maybe 400 or 500 yards. I was just run as fast as I could. It wasn't very fast, but I just try to finish very strong. Asia, thank you, my lady. I really appreciate it. Brilliant, my lady. Bear Dog, you got my drink. I'm in love with those ice drinks. By the way, you're streaming Super Bowl. Oh, the sparkling ice. Yeah, this stuff is good, Asia. I love these things too. I love these things myself. I get them all the time. I bring them to work with me. I am not streaming the Super Bowl. Chris is going to stream the Super Bowl, though. He texted me today, actually. He said, thanks for the raid last night because he didn't see me when I was in there. And he did say that he was going to stream the Super Bowl. But I always go to my in-laws. We just watch the game together. And, you know, it ends late. I got to work the next day. A lot of times we leave at halftime anyway. And, you know, I don't know. I was streaming the Super Bowl the first year, and it was fun, but I don't know. You know, I stream enough football, and I like hanging out with my family. Like, I like to do stuff like that. So he's going to stream it, but I'm going to go out. I don't even think we're doing that poker tournament this year because of the COVID thing, which sucks. We always had a big Texas Hold'em tournament day of the Super Bowl, and I don't think that's happening. Gangrene David, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Really, this one's for you. Glad to hear from you again. Hey, it's good to see you, man. You know, I think I mentioned Jets fans the other day and just said that, you know, you guys are good. Jets fans are good. Jets fans on YouTube are very good. You guys deal with a really crappy team, and you guys never give up on them. So Jets content creators on YouTube are a very good fan base. There's no doubt about that. My animals don't stay in the house all day. No, they shouldn't. No, Asia, it stopped snowing here. I mean, it was spit and snow a little bit, but it pretty much stopped about 9 o'clock this morning. And it didn't snow a lot up here. So it took me maybe 20 minutes to shovel my driveway. When we got to 3 feet, it took me like 6 hours to shovel it. So that wasn't fun. Lakers need a rim protector in the worst way. Well, like I said, watch the video tomorrow. We're going to talk about the Lakers. And I'm going to say this to my mods that are in my Laker streams, my LA Lose, my Jared Williams, my KPs, the diehard Giants fans, my Dominic Popes, the guys that are always there in the Laker streams. I talked the first couple minutes of this video about why I stream the Lakers and not the Knicks. So there's two things that I want you moderators to do, and I'll mention this in the Lakers stream too. I mentioned in the video, I say if anybody asks why I don't do the Knicks or why I'm a Lakers fan, just drop the link to the video and say go watch the introduction because I explain it pretty well. And then if they continue at it, you just get rid of them, plain and simple. So that's really it. Thoughts on Cleveland next year? I think it's safe to say the Browns. Yeah, I think the Browns will definitely be a threat, Robert. I don't think there's any doubt about that. The Cleveland Browns are a very good team as long as they continue to run the ball and improve. They're going to be fine. They get Odell Beckham back if he's anything like he used to be. They're going to be tough. Browns are a good team. Baker Mayfield had a much better season this year, and again, a running game always helps quarterback quite a bit. It's terrible for the back, Pete. It's terrible. Benjamin, what's going on? Do I love KP more than you? How can anybody love KP more than you, Benjamin? KP ain't busting loads. I like guys that have to bust the loads now and again, Benjamin. And KP ain't busting the loads. But it was nice for the Rangers to finally beat the damn Penguins last night because that hadn't happened all year. It was nice for that to happen for a damn change. Jeez. Laker Dog will be back Thursday. 31 inches of snow in upstate New York. Well, not now, Deshaun. We got 36 inches up here the last snowstorm, but where are you in upstate New York? The part of New York are you from upstate that got 31 inches? Because I'm upstate. We got 4 inches. Unless you're out in Syracuse or something, because people consider Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo, upstate. I don't even consider that. I consider that Western New York. Upstate is Albany, Schenectady, Troy, the Tri-City area, Saratoga, Clifton Park, Scotia, Rotterdam, that type of thing. Voorheesville, Guilderland, Niskayuna, that's upstate New York to me. Hudson Valley, that's Latham. No, that's upstate New York. You like my house? Thank you, Nick. I wish it was my house. Authentic, what's up, buddy? Always good to see Authentic in the house. There's a great channel right there. You check out Authentic. It's you won't want to miss that. Those guys do a fantastic job over there on that channel. And 100 likes. That'd be good, Blockbuster. That'd be good, man. You are in the Hudson Valley. There you go. But the Hudson Valley south of me. So that makes sense. We must have been right on the fringe. Because even at the Albany airport, I think they only got like 5.2 inches. It wasn't a lot. Psycho Steve, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream, buddy. Appreciate that. After watching all the Rangers game, what are your thoughts on the team? I like it, Kalen. Obviously, they have a lot of growing to do. They're a very young team. I think Lafreniere is getting better. I think he had to get his skates underneath him the first couple of games. But I think he's become more aggressive. I think he's a lot better. I love Keandre Miller, and I love Adam Fox. I think Adam Fox is my favorite Ranger. I think Adam Fox is just phenomenal. Shesterkin was great last night, and Panarin's unbelievable. Zibanejad's got to get going, but Panarin's been awesome. Like I said, I love Adam Fox. I think he's fantastic. But, I mean, that Keandre Miller, Capo Caco, Laugh, and Adam Fox, it's just such a good young team. I mean, you're talking the last 2 years of drafts. Rangers got a really good young team, and I think they have a very bright future. It's been fun to watch them this year. Thanks to Hot Take Hockey. I mean, I forgot how great of a sport hockey was. And because watching his streams last year and Isles Girl watching her do the Islanders games and watching how hyper they get watching their teams, I was like, man, they got me back into hockey. And the fact that now there's 3 MSG channels up here. I got MSG, MSG Plus, and MSG2. The Rangers are on every night now. Where before it was only the Sabres. I only had one MSG here, so I only got the Sabres most of the time. Now if the Sabres are on, the Rangers are also on MSG, so I can watch every game again, which is nice. But I do like the team a lot, Kalen. I think that they're going to be a very good team in the future. My green screen light is on point. It looks like it'd be your house. I appreciate that, man. A lot of people do think this is my house. It must look pretty good because we were like, man, damn, that's your house. I'm like, no. Definitely not. I don't do that well. I wish. Besides that one wide receiver, what I think the major free agent signs are, if there's an edge rusher out there, a linebacker, cornerback 2, I think CB2 will be our biggest free agent signing outside of wide receiver. I think cornerback 2 would be the biggest need for us. I think you get an edge rusher. The edge rusher is going to cost too much, so they're going to be tough to get. I think if the Giants are going to get an edge rusher, like I said, Hassan Reddick is probably the only edge rusher I think we can afford that would make sense here. I think they could afford Reddick and Leonard Williams, but you're not going to bring in a Shaq Barrett and think you're going to sign Leonard Williams too. So I think cornerback 2 is more feasible for us. Rudy, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, he says, clouds saw your gym vid and got scared to snow on you, man. Maybe, Rudy. No, trust me, that's not it. The clouds have no problem snowing on me up here. Like I said, we got 3 feet in December. I have that video on Instagram too, where it's just ridiculous. I wanted to actually show my kid, and it was like up to his neck. It's crazy how big that snow was, man. I believe it'll be quiet in free agency. Probably DK Lee. We don't have a lot of cap space. We were going to have more, but obviously the cap going backwards instead of forwards hurts us in what we're going to do. So we're going to have to make smart moves. We might have to restructure contracts. We're going to have to cut people. Gettleman's got to find a way to get somebody in there. They got to get a number 1 receiver. They have got to. I don't care what it takes. They've got to. There's no doubt about that. They have got to. I want Allen Robinson here in the worst way. That's the guy that I want. I wish they could find a way to get Allen Robinson, but I don't think they can afford him either. Do I like or hate the Islanders? I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent about the Islanders. I mean, I haven't watched enough hockey to sit here and say I hate the Islanders. If I get back into it and watch it for years, I hated it. I will say this: when I was in high school in the early '90s, one of my best friends was a big hockey guy. He was an Islanders fan. I was always a Rangers guy anyway since the days of John Van Beesbrook. Okay, but I really got into it from like 1990 through 1996. Of course, the Rangers won the Stanley Cup in 1994. I hated the Devils. I freaking hated the Devils. Like, the Devils were the Rangers' adversary then. It wasn't the Islanders. So I always hated the New Jersey Devils. So I was so happy that they beat them in 1994. The Stepan Matteau's goal is one of the most legendary moments in New York sports. It was good. Draft Pearsons. Pearson who? My Saints got Chris Richards. There you go. Oh, Authentic said Authentic. And these are very popular. Authentic. Asia said the same thing. She said the same thing. She said, I love those ice drinks. There's no sugar in these. These are fantastic. Well, I don't drink anything with sugar anyway. I drink chemical sugar. That's why I always drink Diet Coke. Is Solar part of the team next year? No. They're going to cut him. They have to cut him. They have to cut him. Listen, troll. Nobody gives a damn about the Mets. Nobody cares about the Mets. Okay? Go to a different channel. Let's see Yankee channel. Nobody cares about the Mets. Asia, my lady, works at Citi Field, and she don't even give a damn about the Mets. So there you go. She's a Yankee fan. Marcus Gasol does suck. We're gonna talk about him tomorrow, Justina. We're gonna talk about him tomorrow. Watch the video tomorrow. We're gonna talk about Gasol in that video. God, what is the deal with it? What is the point of this? It's just stupid. How do I feel about Salah saying the Jets? I did a video on it. I want to check it out. I did a video on it. Yes, me too. Definitely. Asia, thank you so much for the super chat, my lady. I appreciate that so much. Brilly. She says, did you hear about Dustin Diamond screeching say brother? Yes, yesterday he passed away throat cancer, right? That was crazy because he's my age. That's way too young. I think he's 44. I think he's the same age as me. And, yeah, that was crazy, Asia. My wife said that he passed away. I'm like, what? I thought it was something else. I didn't know. I had no idea that he had cancer. No idea at all. I had no clue. Speaking of which, I kind of figured out how to do this a little bit. I started fooling around with. I need 2 screens on my computer. There's no doubt about this. I need 2 screens on my computer, or two screens so I can do stuff like this. But again, just so you guys know, because I see a lot of people in here that aren't in my Laker streams. A week from Saturday, that's February 13th, we're going to do the 24-hour stream again. From February 13th to February 14th. We're going to start at 10 o'clock in the morning, not 9. I usually go 9 to 9. We're going to go 10 to 10 because the Lakers play at 10 o'clock on Friday. So I figure I'll be done with the Lakers by 1. I can sleep till 9, 9:30. I can eat breakfast and be ready to go by 10 o'clock. So I should be able to get 7 or 8 hours of sleep. That's plenty of sleep for me to do 24 straight hours. And we are going to do it for this charity, which is a great charity. Dire Giants fan was the one that decided, we should do it for St. Jude's. So I have done 24-hour streams. This will be my fourth 24-hour stream on February 13th, going into Valentine's Day. But I did one for the V Foundation. I did one for Boys Day Out, which is my buddy DWG's charity. And it's hard to believe that it was 6 months ago already in August that I did one for Make-A-Wish. And this time around, like I said, half of whatever proceeds I make, whether it be donations, whether it be merchandise sales, ad revenue, new members that join the channel, half of whatever I get in that 24-hour period, I will donate to St. Jude's. Obviously, it's a great charity that Diehard Giants fan suggested that we do it for. And obviously, I pretty much every charity that I've done things for, even the fundraising streams through Toys for Tots and Salvation Army, a lot of that has to do with children or cancer. I do anything for kids. I have a 3-year-old myself, so it's a great cause. And again, everybody knows somebody. It's lost somebody to cancer. It's a terrible disease. So anything I can do, any small part that I can do to help out, I definitely want to do it. That's why I do the 24-hour streams. I figured if I was going to do them, we might as well do them for a cause. And this time around, like I said, a week from Saturday, February 13th, we're going to do it for St. Jude's. So it's always a lot of fun. I love doing the 24-hour streams. And, it is what it is. It's going to be a lot of fun for sure. So hope you guys will tune in for the 24-hour stream. And again, it's coming up fast and furious. It'll be here on February 13th. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. No doubt about that. I don't understand. I really don't understand this troll. You got nothing better to do? Nothing better to do. I mean, how pathetic is this person? Think about how meaningless this person's life must be. Guy says, big ass head. I have the smallest sized head that fit like an adult hat. Adult fitted hat. I have the smallest freaking head you can find as far as adult fitted hats go, 6 7/8. But yeah, I got a big head. Freaking idiot. Somebody that needs more attention from his mother. Parents. Pissed off at his own life. Projecting his feelings about himself onto other people to make himself feel better. It's classic psychology. It's basic psychology. It's what trolls on the internet do. Their lives are meaningless. Their lives are completely pathetic. And they hate their life. They hate their existence. They hate everything about themselves. They know that they have nothing in life. And so that's what they do to make themselves feel better. It's a shame, but it's the truth. I pity them people, but it is what it is. Nick DeWitt, thank you for the super chat. Really, can I have Capizzle on a 24-hour stream? Sure. I don't really know who I'm going to have on the 24-hour stream. I haven't even thought about it. I will ask Uncle Lou. I ask Uncle Lou every year. I like having Uncle Lou on the stream. I got to figure out the Skype thing again. It's been a long time since I've used Skype. But obviously I'll have call-ins. I don't know if I can do that on StreamYard. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do this on I think I'm going to do it on OBS. Because if my camera freezes on this, on StreamYard, I can't end the stream. If it freezes on OBS, I can just end the stream and start the stream again. So, it is what it is. Zachary, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate that very much. Yo, there he is. Hot Take Hockey. There he is. What's going on, man? What is going on? My man, Hot Take Hockey, the whole reason that I'm into hockey the way I am this year. The whole reason that I'm into hockey. I'm watching every Rangers game. My man right there. Best hockey guy, best hockey play-by-play guy, best hockey channel on YouTube right there. Hot Take Hockey. Definitely check him out if you get a chance. There's no doubt about that. I still remember seeing this on Isles Girl. This happened to her too. With these people. Sean G, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Yes, no doubt about that. There is no doubt about it. Colby Mead, what's going on, man? What I think about him, man, I love IQ. He's unbelievable. The Knicks have a bright future. The Knicks, Giants, and Rangers all have bright futures. There's no doubt about that. RJ Barrett's playing much, much better this year. I love Mitchell Robinson. Obi Toppin's got to stop jacking up threes. Julius Randle's playing like a man possessed. Alfred Payton, Austin Rivers, they're nice role players. But I think that RJ Barrett and IQ could be the future of the New York Knicks. There's no doubt. And Mitchell Robinson, too. Although Mitchell Robinson has not been happy with his role with the Knicks. But, it is what it is. So, what's going on, Vinny G, man? Mets-Yankees World Series. The Mets aren't making the World Series, baller. The Mets aren't making the World Series. There's not. Emil, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining the stream. LeBron James in the house. What's going on? Dan D, what's going on? Yes, it would be nice if they could get rid of. It would be nice if they could get rid of frickin' that guy, for sure. It'd be nice if they get rid of Gary Sanchez. World Series predictions. Yankees Dodgers, man. I've been predicting that every year. It's going to happen one of these years. Yankees Dodgers. Where's your Dodgers? They don't have a lot of cap space for Tally Clan. Like I said, cornerback 2 is probably their best option. I want a number 1 wide receiver, but that would take up all their cap space. And I think they have to make a concerted effort to re-sign Leonard Williams. I do. I think that's what's going to happen. Danny Lukenheimer, what's going on, man? They were joining the stream. Appreciate that. Lindor, yeah, but I mean the Mets have this all the time. The Mets always have good, they always sign the right players, and those guys always come in and fail. I don't know anything about the Micah Parsons situation, Sean. I don't know what the Micah Parsons situation is. Why is that? Somebody asking me if I'm beefing with Capizzle? No. Since when would I be beefing with Capizzle? Not at all. Kike Hernandez to Boston sucks. You really like the guy. Well, it's all right, Benjamin. You guys are defending World Series champions, man. You know. Last Jedi, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, what can you do, Jedi? Like I told you, people are lowlifes. It's more about them than anything else. You know, they got nothing to do with themselves. You know, like I said, that's somebody that doesn't get enough of their parents' attention. Somebody whose parents are probably ashamed of. Robert, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, can you believe that Tampa Bay may have the Cup and the Super Bowl? I know, and they were in the World Series too. It's crazy. I do think Tampa Bay is going to win the Super Bowl. I do. I think that they're going to win the Super Bowl. Seth Williams tape? No, I'm not. I can't say I have. I usually don't start watching tape and all this stuff till after the Super Bowl. That's usually when I pay attention to it. Do I like Drake? I like Drake's cakes. Rapper-wise, no, I don't. I'm an old school guy, man. I'm an old school guy. Anthony Camano, what's going on? I saw you like my comment about DJ. Can we talk about it? We can always talk about DJ. Yuri, thank you for the super chat. But man, Brilly, which edge rusher would you like in this year's draft class beside Rousseau? Kwity Paye is the only other guy that I could see the Giants taking on their line. Pie, however you say that. Kwity Paye. Other than that, I haven't looked into enough edge rushers to know. But that's, again, I mean, I more so look at all that stuff after the Super Bowl. I really start getting into it. And I really get into the draft when I know what the Giants need after they've signed these guys in free agency. It's just hard to I want to do a mock draft, but it's difficult to do a mock draft right now because we don't know what the hell the Giants are going to do in free agency. I mean, I do have one kind of mapped out. And I will put a mock draft up here soon. But, once we get out of the free agency, once we get into late March, I'll probably do I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to do 19 drafts. I think I did 3 or 4 last year for the Giants alone. I'm not going to do the first round of all the teams. I like doing the Giants mock drafts. I don't have time to do a first round mock. Those take 5-6 hours. I don't have that kind of time in the day. So I'll just do the Giants. That takes me 2 hours to do, and I can do that at the end of the day. I can do that at 10 o'clock and on streaming and schedule for the next day. Sumo, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly. Bad luck at another team's rosters, and I'm getting a little discouraged. We're still a ways away. You okay with a trade down in the draft? Oh, God, yeah. If they don't get what they need, I have no problem with the trade down. I have no problem with the trade down. The Giants have a lot of needs, so if they could trade down and, fill a spot, fill a cornerback or fill a wide receiver, it's supposed to be another deep wide receiver class, I have no problem with the trading down. 11th pick in the draft ain't that great. It's one thing I said. The other day. To me, there wasn't that big of a difference between picking 10th and 19th. It really isn't. So, yo, my man Black Hollywood in the house just became a member. Brilly, man. I really appreciate that. Black Hollywood, welcome to the Dog Pound, baby. Where my Dog Pound members at? Yo, welcome Black Hollywood into the Dog Pound. Hoo, let's go, baby. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that, my man. New Dog Pound member. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. What's going on? New York for Life's in the house. Hope you were driving safe, sir. Johnny Kelly, what's going on, man? Appreciate that. Hot Take Hockey. We have to figure out a night to do a Rangers game or do a game. I mean, I would like you to stream the Rangers. I'm not going to do a play-by-play. I'm just going to react. We have to figure out a night because they don't play the Maple Leafs this year. So at least not that I'm aware of. But we have to do that. They're not one of the nights you do a Ranger game. I got to be on there just so we can do it. So, yo, Damien, thank you for upgrading, my man. I really appreciate it, brother. Brilly. Damien Ramey just upgraded a higher level of Dog Pound, baby. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that very much, Damien. Thank you, my man. Thank you guys for the memberships. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And my members only stream. I'm going to do that the week that I'm off. So that is one of those days, the 15th through the 19th. I'm thinking February 17th. It's a Wednesday. Don't think the Lakers play that night. They play the 18th against the Nets, which I cannot wait. Can't wait for the Lakers and the Nets. But I'm thinking February 17th is going to be the day that I do the giveaway. Of course, if you're a member on this channel, you have a chance to win a jersey. So I give away a jersey to one of the members. Now, what I'm going to have to do, because members-only streams just do not show up for whatever freaking reason on YouTube, I think we're going to have to do a live stream where I only allow members to chat, if that's possible. Sometimes I think that allows members and moderators to do it, which I really wouldn't want to happen. But I might have to do it that way, because people will see that, and then I'll just have the members in there. But a lot of times the members don't even know that I'm live because YouTube does not send out notifications. When you set up a members-only stream, people have to go into your community notes to find it, which is ridiculous. So I'll have to look into it. But yes, if you are a member of the channel, you get entered into a drawing every month to win a fitted jersey. Now, you can't win it every single month, but I usually make it 3 months at a time. But so I appreciate you guys becoming members. If this guy doesn't represent New York, I don't know what. Well, Black Zodak, I try my best. Yeah, I'm Italian too, so you know. Yeah, I am a prototypical New Yorker. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I am a prototypical New Yorker. I'm loud. I'm obnoxious. I'm opinionated, and I hustle my ass off. I am a New Yorker. There's no doubt. I think the Giants be playoff contenders. Well, Watson's not going to be a Giant, so it doesn't matter. I think the Giants will make the playoffs with Watson, but I don't think they're winning a Super Bowl with him. Yo, Elvis, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate that. Do you think the Giants will play? No. Like I said, they're not going to get Deshaun Watson, so it's not going to matter. Curry's shooting like 60% for 3 high volume, due to be huge for them right now. For who? For who? Stephen Curry's not going anywhere. You know. He's not going anywhere. Jedi, just ignore them. Just hide them and ignore them. I mean, they did try to get a rise out of you. You know, they're not getting a rise out of me. I don't care. It is what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what they want. Or Seth Curry. I thought you were talking about Steph Curry. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Again, this happened to Isles girl one night. I remember. It's the same person. Whatever. They really should. They really should. Who's my top 3 baseball teams going into the season? Well, the Dodgers obviously are number 1. I really like the A's. And of course the Yankees. I mean, I'm a Yankee fan, so I'm always going to think the Yankees are a top 3 team. But I think the Dodgers definitely. The A's are going to be. The A's always scare me. Of course, the Rays will be difficult. I know the Blue Jays went out and got George Springer. I don't think that really makes them contenders, honestly. The Mets, I don't know, they play in a really tough division. I like the Braves a lot. The Phillies, obviously, they're doing things. They re-signed JT Realmuto, and they re-signed Didi Gregorius. So the Phillies are making moves. The NL East is very tough. St. Louis got Nolan Arenado. That makes them a very dangerous team. And Milwaukee's always pretty good. So it should be good. I'm going to stream playoff games for what, Kayla? For what? Football playoffs are over. Basketball playoffs, I mean, I do the Lakers. Baseball playoffs, just the Yankees. And the Dodgers. I mean, I do the Dodgers too. What's going on, Scott? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream, man. Appreciate that. They agree the Yankees are going to be here. I know your Phillies are average. They just don't have a lot of pitching. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, Springer's a good signing, but again, I don't think George Springer's enough to make Toronto contend in that division. I think that'll come down to the Yankees and the Rays again, honestly. Don't shave. You look great with some beard. Oh, I mean, I have to shave for work, but I always let it grow like 3 or 4 days, before I shave it again. But yeah, I think I always look best with 3 days growth in my face. That's just my appearance. But I have to shave because I can't let it get out of control for work purposes. I have to look clean. I have to be pretty clean at work, clean cut. I wear nice clothes. I got to wear slacks and a polo and all that stuff. I can't go in there with jeans and t-shirt, scruffy. That's the way I like to live my life, but I can't go into work that way. Yeah, Didi's back in the Phillies. What was it, 2 years, 28 million Asia, something like that. Robinson or Galladay? I'd rather have Allen Robinson. Galladay is taller, but I'd rather have Robinson. I think Robinson's a better player, for sure. No doubt about that. Do I like minor league baseball? I used to watch minor league baseball a lot when I was really into. I was in one of the. I was in a. What am I trying to say? Major League Baseball fantasy league where we drafted. We had a salary cap, and you drafted farm players that you could bring up. It was a National League only, so that was very difficult. And I really followed the minor leaguers then when you had to draft minor league players. One of the guys that I drafted, that I'm not in the league anymore, was Cody Bellinger. I drafted Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers when he was the single-A ball because I knew Cody Bellinger was going to be a beast. So your minor league players are $5. So very cheap, obviously. Your big players are like $42. You had like 200. I think it was $278 to fill out a roster. It's not a lot of money. I did look Black Hollywood. Yeah, I lost about 46 pounds, 47 pounds. I was about 225, 227. And I mean, I've told this story before. When it comes to working out, and I actually I was going to put this on my thing, and I never did it. I don't know why. I have to put more stuff on my fitness page, but talking about diet, I have fluctuated my whole life, not my whole life, but since I started working, I've fluctuated with my diet a lot. I've never worked out any less intense than I do. It's just my diet's fallen off, but I've gained a lot of weight. I lost and gained it back. Last year, January, about this time last year, well, it's February now, but about the beginning of January last year, I remember my belt buckle was like on 2. It was used to be on like 4 or 5, and then it was on 2, and I was like, I'm getting fat again. I'm like, I really have to lose weight. I made a concerted effort to really lose weight. And I really cut my calories way down, between like 1,300 and 1,600 calories a day. And I worked my ass off like I do at the gym. And the first 3 weeks, I lost 17 pounds. The people at work actually noticed that I lost a lot of weight really quick. They actually started to worry about me because I think I lost like 32 pounds. I got down to 195 in about, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. I lost 35 pounds. So they were concerned. They thought something was wrong. I'm like, no, I'm like, you're going to do that. I'm like, no, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. And, it is what it is. So, but yeah, now I'm down to in the middle 180s because once the gym closed in March, I continued the diet, but I ran a lot. So, and now I'll fall off the diet a little bit. I can afford to have a cheat day now and again, but I still eat pretty healthy, and I try to stay in the best shape that I can. So, guys, I'm going to say this. Stop timing them out. Just hide them. Don't time them out anymore. Just hide them. Just hide it. Don't even time them out. Just hide them. Just hide them. That's it. That's all you got to do. But Cameron doesn't need to be hidden. Cameron's good. Cameron's fine. Cameron's here all the time. Remember that Enrique overtime goal for the Devils to eliminate the Rangers in 2012? No, I didn't really watch the Rangers that much in 2012. For the Devils to eliminate the Rangers in 2012. Did I watch that? I don't remember. I think I started watching the Rangers, following them in 2013. Whenever they made the Stanley Cup, I think it was 2014 when they made the finals against the Kings. I remember watching that, and then, of course, I remember watching them the year after. Stepan hit the big Game 7 goal against Washington. It was one of the best calls by Doc Emmerich ever. I freaking love that. So that was a good one. Thoughts on the Buccaneers? I think you're winning the Super Bowl. Not betting against Brady. No doubt. Oh, Black Hollywood. That's the toughest thing. I say to everybody when they're like, how do I get in shape? I go, what do I got to do? What do I got to do? And I tell them, diet's 90% of it. Exercise is the easy part. The working out is the easy part. Anybody can work out. It's the easy part. The diet's the tough part. The willpower to not cheat, you're going to always crave bad food, but to not give in to your cravings and your temptations, man, that's the toughest thing about it. Being extremely regimented and getting your diet in order is the toughest thing for anybody to lose weight, but it is the most important thing is eating clean. It just is. you're going to feel a lot better too. Johnny Laterno, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Brilly. Stella, he says, Bear Dog, can we do a stream talking about the time the Giants getting moonwalked by my Eagles? I'm just trolling. My Phillies, Yankees World Series, please. Johnny, I was going to say which time, because the Eagles have double moonwalked the Giants for about a decade now. Till last time we played you, we actually finally figured out a way to beat you. But, you know, I don't know. You guys have moonwalked us for a while, but I think it's going to change now. I think the Giants are going to have it for sure. It doesn't matter if the Bucs are missing their 2 stars. I still think the Bucs are going to win. How do you get jacked? A lot of hard work. It's just plain and simple. Hard work, dedication, diet, all of it. That's what it is. It's a lot of hard work. It's consistency, and it's diet. And it takes a long time. You ain't going to get jacked in 2 months. You ain't going to get jacked in 6 months. It takes years of hard work and dedication. Eating right and figuring out which workout works best for you. That's the truth. There's a lot of trial and error that goes on that you got to, know how to work out. Like I said, I want to do more stuff on that other page. I really do. I just never have time to do it. I never think to do it. Unless like I'm in the shower, I'll be in the shower, I'll be at the gym like, oh, this would be a good video. And then I get home and I totally forget about it. Godwin should be who the Giants go to. All I can say about these trolls are doing me a favor, because every time they tune in, they have to watch an ad. So you're making me money. So I appreciate that. Every time one of them comes in here, they watch an ad. So just making me money. So that's all they're doing. So appreciate all that ad revenue you're sending my way. Yes, they are a blockbuster. Yes, they are. 34-20. I'm going to say 30-27 Tampa Bay. I think we got that. Yes, they did, Dallas fan. Yes, they did. Looks can be deceiving for sure. I saw your Insta post. I was like, damn, this man. Yeah, well, you can't, like I said, you can only see him here up on here. So you can't really notice anything. So yeah, I mean, looks are deceiving, especially with the clothes I wear. They're baggy. Like, I like baggy clothes. My hoodies are 2 and 3X. I like to swim. Now, of course, like I said, I weighed a lot more when I bought those clothes, but I wear very baggy, so you really can't notice. Now, when I go to the gym and I wear a wife beater and shorts, people do notice that. And people notice that I lost that weight too. I remember there was a guy in there, he could not believe the amount of weight I lost. He's like, my God, he's like, what did you do? He's like, I can't get over how flat your stomach is. Like, I'm like, what are you checking me out? He's like, no, but he's like, but that's the thing in the gym. People do notice when you make a big change. He's like, he goes, you're inspired. He goes, you inspired me to really try to lose a lot of weight. He's like, you have no stomach anymore. It's completely flat. And yes, my waist went from a 36.5 to a 30.5. My waist has not been this small since I was a senior in high school. I weighed 130 pounds, 135 pounds. I'm 50 pounds heavier than that. That means I gained 50 pounds of muscle since my high school days. But I could literally put my thumbs on my back and reach around with my hands and grab my hands across my waist. It's freaking crazy. It's insane. Makes you feel good. I never thought I'd get that. My whole life, since I was an adult, I'm like, I wish I could get back to a 32-inch waist. I just want to get to a 32. And now I'm down to a 30.5. I never thought I'd be there. My goal is to get 8-pack abs. The hell with 6. I want 8. Now that's going to take extremely regimented diet, which is why I don't think I can get there. I still like to have a beer now and again. I still like to have some nachos now and again. A couple of pieces of chocolate. But if I really went crazy like I did last year, when I dropped all that weight, I definitely think I could drop 7 pounds of fat off my body. I don't think that would be very difficult. But that's what I want to do. I want an 8-pack by the time we go swimming. We're going to do my best to get there. 171.85 feels good. I think for me, of 180, low 180s is good for me. Although I would like to get into the high 170s because I think that would be the best appearance for me, but I don't know. We'll see. Johnny David, a super chat. Brilly, man. I really appreciate it. He says, Bad Dog, these trolls love you. If they really didn't like you, they would never come in during a 24-hour stream. May I be a guest in your channel? Well, of course. Of course, Johnny. You know how that goes. I always take the callers, my man. We always do that. You know, we always talk for a couple hours, and I take callers for a couple hours and bring on some guests for a while. But, yeah, we're going to do that for sure. It's always fun. It's always fun. The power of youth, Blockbuster. I wouldn't know anything about that. I ain't been young in years. Draft Neck Mark, I doubt. I don't think Draft Neck Mark even knows I exist. I look lean enough. Yeah, my face ain't going to get any leaner. I got to lose the love handles. You know, there's just certain, like I said, this is the thing, though. When you work out all the time, you have to continue to set goals for yourself. You can't be satisfied ever. A guy that works out I work out like a bodybuilder. I don't work out like a powerlifter. Like, I want to have a certain look. I want to be chiseled and ripped and all. I have a certain way that I want to look. And until I get there, I won't be satisfied. And even when I do get there, then I want more, which is why I continue to motivate myself and push myself. That is advice for life. Don't ever settle. You can set a goal, but once you reach that goal, set another one. Don't ever settle. Because once you settle, you've given up. You're going to stop. People are like, I want to lose 40 pounds. And then they lose 40 pounds, and then they fall right off again. And then that's it. And they gain it back. You can't. You always got to continue. So I always try to set goals for myself to look a certain way. And that's what I do in the gym. You know, at this point, I can't lift any more than I lift. I really can't say I want to set personal records with lifting. I've tapped out. I've maxed out. Inferno Productions, they go to super chat. Brilly, would you take Pitts at 11, or what's your dream pick? Pitts at 11 is the guy that I want. I definitely would take Pitts at 11. I actually did a video on that about drafting Kyle Pitts. And it's funny because for a long time, guys were like, Bear Dog, I want Pitts. Bear Dog, let's get Pitts. And I'm like, hell no. Hell no. I'm not drafting a tight end in the first round. Hell no. The more I watched Kyle Pitts, I said, hell yes. I want Kyle Pitts on this team. That's the guy I want them to draft. They're talking about the Eagles taking Kyle Pitts. What do they pick at 6th? So he might not even get to us. There's also talking about Dallas taking him at 10. Kyle Pitts is going to be a popular guy. You got a 2-pack. Very nice. Very nice. Where is Dominic's? Where'd it go? To talk the truth, thank you for doing these streams. You helped me with my disability. You helped my nerves calm down. Dominic, again, my man, you don't ever need to thank me. I thank you for being here, man. I say it all the time, and you know that. My Laker streams, if it wasn't for you guys and girls supporting my channel, being there and hanging out with me, I wouldn't even do this. I can never say it enough. I say it all the time, and maybe it sounds like a broken record, but I can never, ever say it enough. Words do not express how much you guys and girls mean to me. You know, when I'm having a bad day or, you know, I'm stressed out and I come down here and do a Laker game or do a hangout, you guys help me. That whole time when we were going through that whole COVID thing at the beginning and there was no sports, there was nothing to talk about. We were on lockdown. Everybody was stuck in their house. Everything was closed. You guys helped me get through that. Without you guys, I would have went insane without coming down here every other night and doing a live stream and you guys coming in and hanging out. I would have never made it through that. So I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Andre, what's going on, man? They enjoy our stream. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, do me the honor, hit that subscribe button. YouTube took 104 subscribers away from me last night. At the end of the Lakers stream, I was at 47,698. That's where I was. 47,698. When I woke up this morning, I'm sorry, they took 115 away from me. I was at 47,583. They took 115 subscribers away from me last night. YouTube does that. Now it says I have 40. So this is screwed up. Now it says I have 47,714 subscribers, but that is never correct. Who the hell knows? It does say I have 47.7K. How did I just get 120 subscribers? Sunday, what's going on, my lady? How are you? Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate that. Jones is our what? Swifty McVeigh, what's going on? Idiots say they'll never take a tight end in the first round. You take talent no matter the position. Well, I think part of the thing is, Swifty, that with what happened with Evan Ingram, Giants fans they're worried about another Evan Ingram. And I understand that. I mean, I've actually had people tell me, I don't want another Evan Ingram. Kyle Pitts is not Evan Ingram. Kyle Pitts is way better than Evan Ingram. But that's why. YouTube with that censorship. Oh, yeah, I don't know what it is. But I just got them all back. Damien, it's funny. I mentioned that I just got them all back. I'm at 47,714 now. I have no idea. It's very strange. I just got all those subscribers back. It's the weirdest thing. Gavin, thank you for the super chat, man. Brilliant. I really appreciate it. So pumped my cards got Arenado. Can't wait for baseball. Look at Gavin, man. I saw Taylor in here. I saw Jedi in here. We got who used to be Sperm Cell. He's now Gavin Cell. I always love when I get the old school guys back, the old school girls back. Not that this is even popular. I have 158 people in here. I mean, this is an incredibly small crowd, but that's fine with me. I don't care. But I remember when I would do this, and I'd have 24 people in here, and they were always here. But I mentioned that earlier, Gavin, that Arenado was a huge signing for you guys. You got Arenado and Goldschmidt. That's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good corners there. Arenado was the biggest name that was like we traded. They was talking about him going to the Yankees. Huge deal. Arenado is one of the best players in baseball. Definitely going to help you out, man. He is freaking awesome. Shrey says, I'm from New York, just started watching football. How do I decide whether to be a Giants or Jets fan? You be a Giants fan, Shrey. I'm wearing Giants stuff. Be a Giants fan. They're a better franchise. They have a better history, and they're going to win a Super Bowl before the Jets. The Jets haven't won a Super Bowl since 1969. Really, it was the 68 season. They won it January 12, 1969. So not since the 68 Jets won a Super Bowl. The Giants have won 4 Super Bowls, 8 NFL titles. They have the greatest defensive player in the history of the league that played for the Giants, and Lawrence Taylor. And I'm a Giants channel, so there you go. You should be a Giants fan. RG Tech Dynamics, thank you for hitting that thumbs up button, buddy. I appreciate it. Brad Kessler, they do both suck now, but the Giants didn't always suck. Giants are going to be good in a couple of years. Mark my words. Giants will be good next year. Mark my words. It's what I said all year last year. I predicted us to go 6-10. We went 6-10. Said 2021 is going to be the year that the Giants are make or break. The Giants are going to be in the playoff team in 2021. They're going to win 10 games in 2021. We're going to see. We're going to see. Jane Dawkins, what's going on, buddy? El Rey Del De Niro, what's going on, man? Philly 500 Mark Holmes are dealing with the same censorship stuff. Woke culture, keep doing what you're doing. What are people, the YouTube taking subscribers away from them? Damien? That's just weird. I don't know. But like I said, I just got them back. It's really strange how that happens. Tutto Aruz Azzurri. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Paisano. Grazie, Paisano. Grazie. He says, ciao, my Giants Paisano. Bad dog. You are the best, brother. How can I be the best when you're the best? Appreciate that, Tutto. My Paisano. Ciao, Paisano. Grazie. Eagerly bad for years. Yes, I agree. So, Sujit, yeah, I haven't done a hangout in quite a while. It's been a while since I've done one of these. That's why I wanted to do one. It was kind of impromptu. I didn't really plan on it. I'm like, you know what? I haven't gone live in a while. I will have tomorrow night off. And the Lakers don't play till Thursday. I've already recorded my Laker video. Whoops. I've already recorded my Laker video. So, I just have to edit it. That'll be up tomorrow at 10:30. So I'm going to put the Laker video up tomorrow. And we'll see what's going on. Jared says, don't miss me too much. Giants won a Super Bowl for this troll. Yeah, probably, Benjamin. Probably. Mikeel, what's going on? Have I given up on Daniel Jones yet? I mean, I wouldn't say that have I given up on him? I don't know if I'd say I've given up on him. Do I think that he's going to be a superstar? No. I've given up that dream of him being a superstar. 2021 is a make or break year. We're going to find out. Maybe I have. I don't think Daniel Jones is a guy. If I say I don't think Daniel Jones is a guy, then I guess I've given up on him. I guess. But listen, I see this all the time. With me, I'm reactionary. I'm an alpha male, right? I want things a certain way. I don't like when things are out of my control. It's my way or the highway. I'm stubborn. I'm aggressive. I tell you what I think. I pull no punches. I don't give a shit. People like that, good. If they don't like that, I don't care. I've always said I'd rather people hate me for who I am than like me for who I'm not. So I have strong opinions. I am not a guy that rides the fence. I am not a guy that tries to play both sides. I am not a guy that looks to appease feelings. You know what I mean? I'm just going to tell you what I think. That's it. And I'm going to be wrong, but I don't mind being wrong at all. That's part of it. To me, I think as a man, you're supposed to take a stand on how you feel and let people know how you feel. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. Oh, well. People say I flip-flop. I'd rather flip-flop than ride the fence because I'm afraid of being wrong. To me, that's just being scared. I'm not scared of being wrong. I'm not scared of looking like a fool. I don't care. I don't care. Everybody's wrong. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's human. But I'm not going to be a guy that's like, well, I like Daniel Jones, but I don't. Well, I want to just see what he does this year. And you do that every year. Well, I'm not really sure he's the guy. I'm not going to say he's good, but I'm not going to give up on him. I don't really think Daniel Jones is, I'm not going to say that he's a great quarterback, but I want to see what he does with other talent. Like, I'm not that guy. I watch him play and go, you know what? He can't do it. And then maybe next year he gets talent and he's great. And I go, you know what? I was wrong. It is what it is. Tay, thank you for the super chat. Really, I really appreciate it. What are your thoughts on Russo? I'm tempted to go all in on defense, front sign and edge with our front four be nasty. Draft the wide receiver in the second. Best player available. It's a deep draft. Russo, I don't know if I'm sold on Russo, Tay. He's very raw. He didn't play this year. I don't know, man. Kwity Paye seems to be a guy that's better than Russo. A lot of Giants fans talk about him. A lot of mock drafts have the Giants saying Kwity Paye. So we're going to see. I don't know, man. It's tough. The Giants have a lot of holes. If they went Gregory Rousseau with 11, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. If they went Micah Parsons with 11, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. If they went Kyle Pitts, Devontae Smith, or Jalen Waddle, any of those guys. Surtain, which I don't think Surtain's going to get to 11. There's a guy out of Virginia, and I can't remember his name. There's a couple cornerbacks out there. If they went that route, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. This is the thing. With the number 11 pick, every position's available to me. Like, every position's available there. When you're picking the top 5, you really need to take an absolute need, and he can't miss. 11, there's a lot of options, in my opinion. Even if we decided to take 11 and trade it back and get more draft capital and pick 23rd in the first round, that wouldn't hurt my feelings either. There's really not going to be – I really don't think there's a guy like every year, and I have to – again, I'm going to get more into the draft after the Super Bowl is done and I start paying attention to a lot more film, doing mock drafts, looking at a lot of things that the Giants can do, especially after free agency. But every year I go into the draft going, I don't want that guy. I don't want that guy. I don't want that guy. I did not want Sam Darnold in 2018. I wanted Saquon Barkley. They got him. Okay. Now, hindsight, that might not have been the best pick, but that's who I wanted in 2018. 2019, I wanted Josh Allen. I certainly did not want Daniel Jones. The video went viral. Everybody knows my thoughts on Daniel Jones at that time. Definitely did not want him. We ended up last year. I did not want Derek Brown. That was a guy I was like, I don't want Derek Brown. I'm like, I'll take any of those linemen. I take, Wirfs, Becton, Jedrick Wills, or Andrew Thomas. I've been very happy with any of them. I would have been happy with Isaiah Simmons. That was the guy that I preferred. But no, Derek Brown was the guy last year that I didn't want. I haven't thought about the guy I don't want that guy. All these names that I've heard, I wouldn't have a problem with any of them. Daniel Jones is a perfect quarterback for the Giants. He keeps us bipolar. Well, that's true, LeBron. That's true. The Giants are bipolar. I want Pitts at 11 so bad. The guy's not thinking. Danny B, I agree with you. That's the guy that I want. I want Kyle Pitts. Because, again, Jason Garrett's system is really relying on tight ends. And Evan Ingram doesn't give you that. Evan Ingram, yes, he gets open, but he can't finish a play. But Kyle Pitts is going to finish the play. Really, Kyle Pitts, and not to mention, Kyle Pitts is a lot bigger. Evan Ingram is 6'2", 235. Evan Ingram is a very small tight end. Kyle Pitts is 6'6", 246. Kyle Pitts is that big red zone target that Evan Ingram is not. 6'6", 246. That is your prototypical tight end. He's a nightmare matchup. They compare him to Waller in Las Vegas, and we all know how good he is. Kyle Pitts would be perfect for the Giants, especially if they could get an outside wide receiver. But there's no doubt in my mind Dave Gettleman will focus on the offense this year because Dave Gettleman knows that this is a year that they are going to make the decision on Daniel Jones. He's either a long-term future for the Giants or he's not going to be re-signed to a second contract. So they're going to have to give him every opportunity to succeed. And if they don't, then they're still going to have questions on what they should do with him. CG Bully, what's going on, buddy? By the way, I got to admit, CG Bully, I was watching one of your videos the other day when you were shit-talking Sleeta. I got to laugh at him. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty funny. You did a pretty good job on that one. I'm not going to lie. That was pretty good, CG Bully. That was pretty good. I ain't going to lie. I liked that. It was pretty good. Reminded me of when I used to kind of make fun of him. It was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. It made me laugh a little bit. I still go back and watch trash talking videos. That's where I'm from, so I still pay attention to those now and again. Best part is the guy is more than a tight end. I know, Danny. I like Kyle Pitts a lot. He's the guy that I want. Do you think the Giants will be a really good team in the future? Yes, Justin, I do. If they continue to make the right draft picks, they had a great draft in 2020. They had great free agent signings. Dave Gettleman needs another offseason this year of great drafting and great free agent signings. If he does that, the Giants will win the NFC East, in my opinion. I still think the Giants are going to win the NFC East this year. I do. And all things considered equal, considering that Barkley stays healthy 100% this year and that Daniel Jones is 100% healthy and that we have another good offseason, I think the Giants win the division. I thought that they were going to win the division in 2021. That was what I said, so I can't back off of that. Watch a throwback. I don't know what you mean. Blocking, he's not the best blocker. But you know what? Blocking, you can fix. Even Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram's not a great blocker, but Evan Ingram got better at blocking this year. But Evan Ingram's problem is between his ears. He does not concentrate. When it's a really tough catch, he makes the catch because he concentrates. But I swear to God, he loses concentration when it's too easy, and he drops it. He kills the Giants. But he's also much bigger. Like, he's bigger. He's going to be a better blocker. But again, you can teach a guy how to block. You can teach him technique. You can't teach him to have hands. If we trade back with the Pats, Bears, or Colts, I don't know, Giants fan. We'll see what the Giants do. We can always talk about trading back. It's a nice concept, but you don't always have a good trading partner. You don't always get offered what you want. I want a top tier weapon at 11-0 skew. I, dire Giants fan, I completely agree with you, man. I completely agree with you. Hey, Dominic, have a great night, buddy. I always appreciate you hanging out. We'll see you Thursday, man, for the Lakers and the Nugs, no doubt about it. Have a good night, buddy. I always appreciate you hanging out, man. Thank you, ABCDF. I appreciate that. I wish this was my house. We'd be all set. But it must be a hell of a green screen because people do think that this is my house. I wish. I wish this is my house. That's why I do this, just so I can sit there and look at the camera and go, God, I wish that was really my background. Yeah, I agree, Isaiah. Same thing, man. Like I said, the Giants, there's a lot of positions we need. So I'm probably going to be pretty happy with anything that they draft. I don't think I'll be upset with anybody that they take. You think Robinson want to come to the Giants? I think Robinson will go where the money is, Kalen, but I don't know if the Giants can afford him. What's going on, CB and Triple Z? What's going on? Ingram, yes, he sucks. What prospect do you want the least that you can reason? Probably Rousseau. I don't believe in Greg Rousseau. I don't know how much Greg Rousseau will be good in the NFL. Out of all the people that are coming up stupid videos, I think he's the biggest risk, honestly. So we'll see. You sell those Brady rookies, they can be your backer. Oh, yeah. Well, no, that's still good. You know how much money this house would cost? The Brady rookies, once he retires, I am selling those. That's just going to help me retire earlier. That's all that is. That was one of the best things I've ever done in my life. Outside of buying the 2 houses that I bought when I was young, the Brady rookies, it was incredible. But I still collect cards. I've been collecting cards for 32 years. And, I mean, even recently, not that I've had the return like Brady, but I bought a Stephen Curry 2009 Topps PSA 9 for $175 like 2 years ago. They're somewhere like $2,500. I bought a Kobe Bryant rookie last year for $190, a 1996 Topps PSA 9. They're selling for like $1,200. I bought my Jordan rookie for $600. They're selling for like $15,000. How ridiculous is that, man? The card market is unbelievable. I can't sustain where it is. Tay, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it, brother. Really, Watson said he's willing to sit in 2021. Giants in 2022. Well, that I could probably get on board with. If Daniel Jones had a really, really crappy year in 2021 and Watson wanted to come here in 2022, we might be in a better situation. Benjamin, thank you for dropping links to my Instagram, my Twitter. Guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you can do so. There's the links right there. I will follow you back, of course. Defensive starters for Watson, that makes sense. Would I give up 2 1s, 2 2s of McKinney and Zoe? No. It's too much. It's too much, Jan. I can't give up all that. I can't give all that up. Because, again, Deshaun, if you watch the video I did today, Deshaun Watson does not make us into Super Bowl contenders. We are a 6-win team. It's just like I said, he should not be on the Jets either. The Jets are a 2-win team. The Jets do not have – and they can talk about Adam Gase. They can talk about whatever they want. You're not 2-14 because you're head coach. You're 2-14 because you don't have good players. The Giants are 6-10 because we don't have enough good players. Joe Judge is a great coach. We all love Joe Judge. Yeah, we're better. Joe Judge is better than Pat Shermer. We still only won 6 games. We need to be a better team. We won 6 games. Deshaun Watson can't come in here and make this a better team because, again, you're paying him $45 million. That means you can't sign certain people. You're going to lose all your draft picks. How are you going to build around it? All the problems, everybody talks about why Daniel Jones is failing. Well, he's got no number 1 receiver. Well, Saquon Barkley's hurt. Well, he doesn't have anyone to throw to. He's got no weapons. Well, Deshaun Watson comes in here. Deshaun Watson ain't going to have any weapons. LeBron James, yes, a PSA 7 Michael Jordan's selling for about $12,000 to $15,000. A PSA 10 Michael Jordan's just sold for like $768,000. It's insane. A 52 Topps Mickey Mantle PSA 10 sold for over $5 million, the highest selling sports card ever, higher than the 1909 T206 Honus Wagner. $5.2 million for a Mickey Mantle 52 Topps card. It's insane. It's insane. Sacred Dust, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Really, if you were still a trash talker, you'd have a field day with Nick Sirianni. Guy is so anxious. Other people with anxiety get triggered watching him. I have no idea who that guy is. No idea. I got you. Time for husband. Hey, Damien, I understand, brother. I'm a husband, too. Have a great night, buddy. I appreciate you hanging out. Always thank you for being a member, man. I appreciate that very much. Gio Polando, what's going on? Albert, I don't watch college basketball, only during the playoffs, like the college, the tournament. I love watching the tournament. But other than that, I really don't follow it because I follow everything else. I follow college football. I follow NBA basketball. Now I've gotten into NHL hockey, baseball. I just don't have time to watch NBA basketball. I really don't have a favorite, college basketball. I really don't have a favorite team either. Do I got a LeBron card? Yes. I have a 2003 Bowman Chrome PSA 9. They're like $2,500. I wish I had a 2003 Topps Chrome. They're a lot more. I got the Bowman Chrome instead. Oh God, yeah, Bills are way better than the Jets, no doubt about that. When did I get into card collecting? 1988, December of 1988. I remember going to my first card show. Then it was at the Polish Community Center down in Albany. I remember going there. My cousin was into collecting cards, probably about a year before I was, even always a year younger than me. He got into collecting cards. And then because he did, I got into it. The first card I ever bought, I never forget this. First card I ever bought for my collection was a Ricky Henderson rookie, 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson rookie. My dad bought it for me. I was 12, so I didn't have a job. I had an allowance. And he bought me that card. You know, and then I started going to card shows. I remember buying, when I first started collecting, I remember buying a lot of Brett Saberhagen, Dwight Gooden, Howard Johnson. Who's the other guys I bought? Eric Davis. I was a huge Eric Davis fan. Guy played for the Reds. I loved Eric Davis. Or Hershiser, Darryl Strawberry. I remember buying all that stuff. And those cards went way down in value, and now they're worth a fortune. So, but I remember Ruben Sierra was another one. Ruben Sierra, I was a big Ruben Sierra fan when he was on the Rangers. 80s baseball is fantastic. 80s baseball is one of my favorite eras, man. It's so good. You guys are baseball fans and you are younger and did not watch the 1986 Major League Baseball playoffs. Do yourself a favor. If you're a baseball purist or you really like baseball in general and you never watched the 86 playoffs, I'm talking the ALCS between the Red Sox and the Angels, the NLCS between the Mets and the Astros, and, of course, the 86 World Series. That is probably the greatest baseball playoff year ever. All three of those series were unbelievable. So do yourself a favor. You guys haven't watched the 86 playoffs and you like baseball, check that. They're fantastic. Fantastic. You have a rookie Tennessee Peyton Manning card. They're going to have to get a grading. Yes, grading is everything. No doubt about that. What do I think about Dante Fowler Jr.? Again, Max, I have to look at these guys. I haven't really gotten into the draft yet, so we'll have to take a look at. I'll have to take a look at all this stuff. I'll be honest, I don't know that much. I did not watch as much college football as I normally do, and of course, with the COVID, a lot of teams sat out. Teams didn't play. Teams played 6 games. It was a really weird, disjointed year. And most of the time, I really do only follow the Big 12 and the SEC. So it is what it is. Yeah, Strawberry. I was a big Strawberry fan, too. Yo, Chris, what's going on, buddy? My man, Chris Moose goes in out. 7:56 does something like that. Chris, don't you know me? I stream the Laker games at like 1 in the morning. 4.5 hours of sleep, my man, every day. This is early for me, 12 o'clock. We'll call it quits at like 12:15. But, yeah, I have to work tomorrow. I'll get up and work, baby. You know, you're Italian. You know how we do. We always hustle. We always go to work every day. I don't call. I do have to work tomorrow. Maybe you have to work tomorrow, too. I don't know. Man, Chris Musco, for his wife, little boom! Hope you're doing good, Chris, my man. Good to see you, buddy. What do I think about the new center we just got? Depth. It's like Cam Fleming last year. Yo, CG Bully, thank you for becoming a new member, man. I really appreciate it. CG Bully. Welcome to the Dog Pound, baby. Yo, where are my Dog Pound members at? Yo, that's 3 new members tonight, man. Welcome, CG Bully, into the Dog Pound, man. Welcome, my man. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, sir. Jeff Phillies Ace, thank you for the super chat. Really. And for Chris Fusco, a $2 boom! He says, good night, bad dog. Giants stink and Eagles go flying into a dumpster. I love you, buddy. Have a great night. Always good to see you, Johnny. And, hopefully all that snow is gone and you've shoveled yourself out of there. I appreciate CG Bully. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that very much, man. Curry coming for me. For who? Why me? What I do? I didn't do anything. Lakers will kick the hell out of Golden State. The Golden State got lucky the last time they played. Like, come on, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. No, the Lakers are going to win the whole thing again. You got to watch my video tomorrow. I'm going to tell you why they're going to win it all. I'm going to tell you who they're going to get, and they are going to get this guy, and then it's going to be good. What do I think about Michael Davis and the Chargers and cornerback free agency next year? Oh, the Chargers cornerback and free. Again, man, I think the Giants can use any cornerback. I really do. He would definitely be an improvement. There's no doubt about that over Sam Beal or whoever we're going to have over there. I don't know what the Giants are going to do with that cornerback spot, man. Do they put Julian Love over there? Do they use Darnay Holmes over there? Ryan Logan's a safety at this point in his career. I don't want him playing cornerback too. So we're trying to stock up on Jerry Jeudy prison base cards. Think Denver could get a new quarterback. Oh, definitely. But get him graded, Delia. Make sure you get them great. PSA 10s, man. PSA 9s or 10s all the time. Justin, if you want to become a member, and again, I don't ask anybody to do this. It's completely up to you. There's a couple of ways to do it. Next to the subscribe button, there could be a join button. If there's a join button there, you just click the join button and it prompts you on how to become a member of the channel. If that isn't there, because for some people it's not, it depends on your phone or whatever. Like I have an iPhone, doesn't give me the option. When I had a Droid, when I used a Samsung, it did give me the option to join. If you want to become a member, the link is in the description. It says want to become a member. I think it's the first thing in my description. Want to become a member, it gives you a link. You can click on the link and become a member that way. Again, that's never, expected, but it's always appreciated. So I just appreciate you asking. Nick Serrani's a new Eagles head coach. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a YouTube video maker. That's how are the Rangers doing, Albert? The Rangers are exciting to watch. I believe they're 3-4-2. Won a big game against Buffalo in overtime. Finally beat the Penguins last night. They're a very young team. They're exciting to watch. I mentioned it earlier. I really like Adam Fox. I love Lafreniere. Adam Fox is probably my favorite Ranger. Love what Laff is doing. Laff is getting a lot better. Capo Caco is going to have a really good year this year, and I love Keandre Miller. Those four guys are great. Sturkin was phenomenal last night. Panarin's been great since he's become a Ranger. And, they got to get Zibanejad going. But, the Rangers have lost a couple of games that they're like the Giants. Like the Rangers had leads in the third period, and then they just blew them. Against the Penguins especially, man. We had the Penguins beat every time we played them this year. We ended up losing a bunch of times because we couldn't hold the lead against them. But outside of the first game against the Islanders, when we lost 4-0, the Rangers have played great, in my opinion. I think the Rangers are going to be very good. I think next year the Rangers have a chance to win their conference. Who do I think the Giants pick at 11 right now? Andrew, it really depends on what they do in free agency, in my opinion. It really does. If they don't go wide receiver in the free agent market, I think they're going to take a receiver. I think it's going to be Jalen Waddle. That's my guess. I think Devontae Smith is going to go to Miami. If Miami doesn't trade that pick for Deshaun Watson. But I think that Devontae Smith could go there for sure. I really want Kyle Pitts or Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase ain't going to make it to us, Hypnotic, but I agree. I am a big Kyle Pitts guy. I am all aboard the Kyle Pitts train. I want them to draft Pitts too. Kayla, have a great night, buddy. We'll see you back for the Lakers game. Always appreciate you hanging out, my man. See what happened to Tony DeAngelo. I did see that. Yeah, they got rid of him. I did see that. Yep, I did. Well, Tony DeAngelo had some other stuff in the Rangers locker room too, but I did see that that they released him. Or he waived him, whatever they did. They waived him, and he cleared waivers, so he's still a Ranger. I didn't see that. Svi, what's going on, man? Andrew Luck is back? Really? I don't know. David, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Brilly, man. I really appreciate it. He says, hope all is well. Did you get any of this nightmare snowstorm? Because being home give Tampa Bay an advantage, like closing the food stands. Andy Reid. Yeah, Andy Reid wants he wanted the double cheeseburger. He's going to have a triple cheeseburger if they win this year. I do think it gives them a little bit of an advantage because they're used to the field. So maybe they don't get a lot of crowds. They're still going to get crowd support. But I think the fact that they're used to that field is a big advantage. People may not look at it that way, but yeah, I think that it does give them an advantage. Did I get into the nightmare snowstorm? I got 4 inches up here. For once, David, it was the complete opposite. Normally the city or down south, downstate New York will get 4 or 5 inches, 3 inches. We'll get, 24 inches. Like we did in December when we got 36. This time it was the complete opposite, with the 4 inches, which I can deal with. It's a nuisance, pain in the ass, but still, I'd rather have 4 inches. B-Man Revolution, you're new. Well, thank you for joining hanging out, man. I appreciate it. I hope you'll subscribe. I do this a lot. I call a lot of sporting games too. But I do a lot of live streams. I do a lot of videos. So hey, I hope you'll subscribe and come back and hang out. I try to do more hangouts as the year progresses here. But like I said, with the Lakers stuff, it's just difficult to do. All right, Benjamin, have a great night, buddy. Yes, I will see you 7 Pacific time on Thursday for sure. What do you think about Logan Ryan deal now with Williams looming deal? I don't think they can sign. Allen Robinson, which is the guy that I want. I don't think they can do it. I'm not even going to bother putting this in a cup. I'm just gonna, nobody else drinks this damn soda in my house, so I'm just gonna open this. People wonder why. Somebody said to me before, like, you got a prostate problem because I have to go pee all the time. So no, when you drink one of these during a freaking stream, you're gonna have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I'm not gonna drink this whole thing. This is for the Lakers, but I'm thirsty. But that's what I go through during a Lakers stream, and that's why I'm so damn hyper. I'm hopped up on caffeine all the time. No doubt about it. Yeah, savage indeed. I can't wait for the Lakers Nuggets. That's gonna be a good game, man. It's gonna be a good game. I have a PSA 9 Joe Montana rookie. Yeah, those are worth a lot. I don't even know what a PSA 10 Jerry Rice is worth these days. I never look at that. I never even see completed sales on eBay. But that has to be a PSA 10 Jerry Rice at this juncture has got to be $60,000 to $70,000. It has to be. It's got to be at least that. PSA 8s, I want to buy a PSA. I don't have a Rice. I was looking at a PSA. I know a PSA 8 Rice is going to start taking off. It already has. They were $250. I wanted to buy one, couldn't find a really nice centered one. Now they're like $400, $450. I did this with the 87 Jordan too. I tried to buy an 87 Fleer PSA 7 Jordan for $460. I bid $465. I got outbid. The next week they were selling for twice that. Not even the next week, like 3 days later, they're selling for $900. So Rice has to be good. And the same thing with Montana. I got to imagine a PSA 9's got to be $3 or $4 grand. I don't even know. My most valuable card in my collection is the 2000 Bowman Chrome Refractor Tom Brady PSA 9. So I think those are like 35,000 maybe. I don't remember what they're. I don't know. I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one sell in a long time. That's probably my most valuable card. Who's the most expensive old lineman card? Oh God, I have no idea. The only offensive lineman that I can even think of that would have a great card. I mean, you have to go way back. Anthony Munoz, but he's not going to be the guy. Lineman, I don't know. You'd have to go back to the 30s. I mean, anything National Chickle's worth a fortune. Quiddy Pay or Jalen Waddle? You got to go Jalen Waddle, Eli. You have to, because the Giants' defense is good enough. We have to know if Daniel Jones is our guy. Can't have any excuses. Can't have any questions. Can't come out of 2021 going, well, if Daniel Jones had a number one wide receiver, he might have had a better year. We can't have those questions, knowing that his rookie contract is up in 2022. We can't have him. We have to know if he's the guy or not. They got to surround Daniel Jones with all the possibilities to succeed. They have to do that. So we have to go. We have got to go Jalen Waddle if we're going to do that. 2 more major nor'easters on the way. Well, I hope not. But it always seems like that happens, Fee. You get hit, and then you get hit again. Realistic scenario. Well, the good thing about this is now my department, the department that I got transferred to, if there's like normally I have to go in on a snow day. Now they just say work virtually from home. So if I ain't got to go out, it's still shoveling it is a big pain in the ass. And where do you put it? You know, we got 3 feet of snow. We got to get hit with another damn nor'easter. Where the hell are you going to put the snow? No, Ogden was a rookie in the 90s. His stuff's not going to be worth that much. So, Jalen Waddle or Kyle Pitts. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate it. Or Gray McGregor. I appreciate that, man. Kyle Pitts to me. I want Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts is going to be a huge addition to this team. Again, especially with Jason Garrett's offense. I think that he's the guy. There's no doubt about it. I think he's the guy. Kyle Pitts. I think that's the guy the Giants need to go with. A big red zone target. We don't have a red zone target. Jalen Waddle's not going to be a red zone target. We need a big, tall receiver. That'd be Kyle Pitts. He's 6'6". We need that guy. We've always had that guy. Bavaro was like 6'4". Even Larry Donnell, he was a tall guy. Shockey wasn't. I don't think Shockey was overly tall. Maybe he was. I forget how tall Shockey was. What part do I live in? Smutty, I live in Saratoga County. You wish you got 2 snow days? I didn't get 2. I got one. It wasn't really a snow day, Che. I just work from home. But it is much better that I can get up when I have to go to work. Like, I have to be to work by 7. So instead of having to get up at 5:30 in the morning to make my kids lunch, to get everything ready and all this other stuff, make my cup of coffee, get my stuff ready for work, and leave here at 6:45. Instead, I can get up at 6:55 and just turn my computer on in my sweatpants and my shorts, make my coffee, and work from home. That's nice. Not gonna lie. Cool, drummer. What's going on, man? I appreciate you joining the stream, buddy. Good to see you, sir. Oh, you're in Schenectady. Yeah, Schenectady is like 25 miles south of me. So you didn't get hard. You didn't get hit hard with it either. Would Ingram and Pitts work well together? Yes, I think that they would, Gray. I think that the two tight end set could definitely be very effective. But now Evan Ingram's got to catch the damn ball. But yeah, I think that would be a nightmare matchup. Evan Ingram just has to complete the play. If Evan Ingram and Kyle Pitts are on the line and they're going to go out, you spread them out wide, they're going to be a nightmare. There's going to be no linebacker or safety combination that could cover Evan Ingram and Kyle Pitts. It'd be very, very dangerous. But again, Evan Ingram is his own worst enemy. It's not like defenders shut the guy down. He shuts himself down. If Evan Ingram could ever get his crap together, and I've given up on that. The guy's been in the league 4 years. He's always been a bum. So I've given up on it. It's not like he's a rookie and he's made these mistakes. He hasn't gotten any better in 4 years. I don't think he'll be better next year. But, of course, if you do bring in Kyle Pitts and maybe you push Evan Ingram a little bit because he has some real competition, not Caden Smith, not Toilolo. If you bring in a Kyle Pitts and you really push Evan Ingram where this guy's going to take your job, maybe he gets better. And then you really do have something. Melvin Ingram for the Chargers. I would love Melvin Ingram's fee. I don't think we can afford him. J.J. Watt, I don't know what he would be here. It's still dark at 7 a.m. It's still dark here too, Albert. I think the sun doesn't rise here till like 7:15. Now it is getting a little bit earlier, but yeah, it's like 10 after 7, 7:15, something like that. It's still dark here when I go to work. I drive into work in the dark, which sucks. I hate that. And I drive to the gym in the dark. The first step of getting the daylight long, knowing the days get longer is when I drive to the gym in the light, because I usually go about 5:30. But the best is when I drive home from the gym, or and it's light out. When we're talking about 7 o'clock. That's awesome. And the windows are down, and it's nice breeze. And then I come home and I take a shower, and you cool off in front of the air conditioner, and you watch the Yankees with an ice cold beer on a Friday night, late May. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the life. That's the life. Right about Memorial Day weekend, the days are still getting longer. The summer ain't here yet. Weather is freaking perfect up here. You got the windows open. The sun's still out. It's like 75 degrees. It's not humid yet. You got the wind. You got the nice summer breeze. The summer wind, as Frank Sinatra sang about, blowing through your windows. Nice fresh air. Sitting on a couch watching the Yankees and a beer. That's the best. That's the best. That's my heaven right there. That's my heaven. May 25th every year. Top free agency priority, ideal first-round pick, all wide receivers. Free agency priority, Allen Robinson. Ideal first-round pick, Kyle Pitts. That is my ideal thing, Garrett Gray. And again, I did a video on that. Sign Allen Robinson, draft Kyle Pitts. That would be my dream scenario for the Giants this year. No, I wouldn't sign him either, Dire Giant. I would not sign Evan Ingram back. And that's the thing with Kyle Pitts. Remember, the Giants can trade Evan Ingram if they draft Kyle Pitts. That makes him expendable, and the team would have control over him for the whole year because they signed a 50-year option. Or the Giants could let Evan Ingram walk and not pay the guy, and you've already drafted his replacement in Kyle Pitts, who's on a rookie deal. Kyle Pitts makes the most sense for the New York Giants. Like I said, there was probably a good couple of months of people were talking to me about Kyle Pitts. Bad Dog, we got to take Kyle Pitts. Bad Dog, we should take Kyle Pitts. I'm like, you guys are insane. I'm not taking a tight end number in the first round. Oh, I want Kyle Pitts in the first round. Not going to lie. But, guys, it is 12:15. I'm going to get out of here because I got to still edit that Lakers video. That's going to be up tomorrow, like I said, about 10:30. Hope you guys will check that out. I want to say thank you for coming in and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it very much. It's been a long time since that I have done this stream. One last time before I get out of here, I just want to say, remember, February 13th, guys, February 13th. 24-hour stream. I'll be live. Excuse me. I'll be live starting at 10 o'clock on February 13th. It is a Friday. I will not stop streaming until 10 o'clock on February 14th. I'll be live for 24 straight hours from February 13th to February 14th. I've done this 3 times where whatever I make, any proceeds that I make for that 24 hours, whether it be donations, new members, merchandise sales, ad revenue, half of whatever it is, we're going to donate to the great cause, St. Jude's. We're going to do that. I've done this 3 times already. I've done this for the V Foundation. I've done it for Boys Day Out, which is a local affiliate my buddy runs here in upstate New York for underprivileged inner city youth. And last August, we did one for Make-A-Wish, which was unbelievable. We donated $1,000 to Make-A-Wish, which was freaking awesome. I've also done a couple of fundraising streams with the Sports Fury. We raised money for Toys for Tots and Salvation Army. Again, the fact that I can give anything and use my format to give just something back for me being extremely grateful and being very fortunate that my channel has succeeded the way it is to allow me to give something back to a great charity like St. Jude's. And shout out to Die Giants fan because he chose this charity and it's fantastic. Any little bit that I can do. People have asked me to do 24-hour streams before a couple of years ago. I never really sleep anyway, so they say, why don't you do a 24-hour stream? And I figured if I'm going to do one, let's do it for a cause. They've kind of caught on. And, I love the 24-hour streams. I mean, there are guys in here that can't wait for the 24-hour stream. Guys like Die Giants fan, LA Lou, Afghanistan, Punkum, and I know I'm missing a couple more. But there are like 8 to 10 people who will be there. Bobby Woodruff is another one. Bobby usually falls asleep about 5, 6 in the morning for a little bit and he comes back. But there are guys that'll be there the entire 24 hours with me. And that means the world to me. Last year, that third shift from 1 a.m. to 9 a.m., there was like 100 people in the stream, which was insane. It was funny because I was loopy. I get loopy. When I'm 20 hours into the stream and I haven't slept in 20 hours, I get a little bit loopy. It gets pretty damn funny. We start laughing about a lot of stupid things. And I can tell you this too: that third part of the stream, I usually take my hat off. Everyone's like, "I want to see you with your hat off." Take your hat off. I always tell people they got to pay to play, but yeah, last year we took the hat off. People get to see me without my hat off because it's for charity. That's what we do. So I just wanted to point that out again, February 13th. And again, every Lakers stream that I do, or every live stream that I do, I will be promoting this because, again, it's a great cause. And the 24-hour streams are a lot of fun. They're a lot of work, and they are exhausting. But you guys and girls give me the energy to do it. Like I said, my guys like Dire Giants fan, Afghanistan, LA Lou, and a bunch of others that are here, Punkum, and a bunch of others that are here for the entire 24 hours that support me, that means the world to me. That you guys help me get through that because that isn't easy to do. And I always love Afghanistan after it, or when we get close to the end of it, people are like, do a 48-hour stream like you guys were saying, or Afghanistan when I'm done will be like, now what do we do? I'm like, go to sleep, buddy. You can sleep. It's okay. But yeah, so again, that's for a great cause, and we're going to be doing that February 13th to February 14th. So with that said, I'm going to get out of here. Again, I really appreciate you guys and girls tuning in tonight. It was fun. I want to do more of these because I miss hanging out with you guys where I can just talk in a much smaller setting and we can discuss things in the chat. I'll be live again for the Lakers and Nuggets on Thursday night. And, of course, I'll have the Laker video out tomorrow, so I hope you guys will check that out. And until I see you again, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I will see you next time. Till then, bad diggity dizzle, I'm out. Peace.